All right. Hello and welcome. Today I have John Dugan here, and we are talking about illuminating your butterfly, and he wants to share some information about the course. Just a reminder, illuminating your butterfly is an energy mastery system to get you out of overwhelm and feeling anxious. It fills your toolbox with practical skills that connect you to your energy and protect you from others' energy. The tools in this workshop will make you feel relaxed, give you more energy, and have relationships that are playful and fun. You will be able to help others in a loving and compassionate way. So, welcome, John. I appreciate you being here. John and I met about 9 months ago. He attended a grand opening, a grand in-person opening after, we all got vaccinated. And so he is here to share a little bit about illuminating your butterfly today. I appreciate you being here, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you could just start to just briefly describe your journey with feeling, because I'm attracting people who are more empathic and sensitive and intuitive. And so if you could just kind of briefly describe your journey about maybe how you discovered that you were empathic and what kind of got you on this path.
Well, it all started with our daughter about 12 years ago. She kind of opened us up, and both me and my wife then kind of started down this path, and we've been pursuing energy healing and taking different classes, and opening up. We were aware of our psychic abilities that we had between each other. It was just strange. I would know what she'd want for dinner or whatever while she's driving down the road, and I'd be making it. And or we'd go to a restaurant and she'd get so mad at me because I'd always order the same thing that she was going to order. So then wait, let me do my order first. And then she'd still get mad at me because I still picked what she was going to order. So it was just fun. And so we took a lot of classes and stuff, and became more aware of our energies and stuff and how they'll pull them in. And so it's been a fun ride. And
so your daughter kind of got you on this path.
And I used to be very logical, and I've become now more open-minded logic, where I don't discount anything. Everything is there. I believe in everything that's possible, just finding the means to it.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. And then just if you could think back of where you were, what was that, last year, right before illuminating your butterfly, and what were you kind of feeling prior to deciding to take the course?
Well,
where were you?
At the time, we were looking for somebody. We were looking for somebody actually to start learning from again since we moved. And so it's always, when we're starting to look, it's like somebody's put in our path. So and you were put in our path. So you're our next step. So it's just weird how it happens. When there's a need, it opens up.
What made you feel like there was a need? What were you feeling around that time?
I was moving and retiring, and a lot of the issues that were going on in our family, with our daughter, her starting a family and everything, and trying to get on her feet. It was just a lot, and it was overwhelming. So we were looking for a good healer.
Good. So awesome. So what I'm hearing is you were going through quite a few transitions.
Yes.
And that because of those transitions, it was a lot. When we're having big life changes, sometimes major life changes, we are then looking for how can we feel more easeful, more relaxed, more comfortable again, and still deal with these big life changes. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And then what were you looking to get out of illuminating your butterfly? When you were going into it, what did you think you would probably get by the end?
Well, at first we weren't sure, but as the class started going, we touched on throughout the class a lot of different things that we had learned, but you also gave us different concepts, and which helped me think in a different direction. And we got to learn about each other's energies, how we impact each other, and how to pull them in and protect ourselves, and and how to kind of work and manage and diffuse issues with our family members and stuff that we're having conflict, and kind of smooth things out to create a better channel of communication. So,
Yes. Beautiful. Especially, I love that better channel of communication.
Yeah.
And just like,
That
I think this, what?
And that recently, I guess, really worked with my daughter.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. And I love too that like we often don't realize exactly how we impact the other people in our lives who we love, and how they impact us, and just how much of our energies are intertwined. And so I love that you mentioned that, like how just being able to notice how you impact each other is beautiful. And then I mean, you kind of just touched on it a little bit, but I'm going to ask you in a different way. How has Illuminating Your Butterfly changed your life since you've taken the course and have been able to use some of the concepts?
I mean, I feel happier. I feel, I guess, more grounded. I mean, with my family and stuff, I feel more connected. So, I mean,
connected to your family.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So, and more aware of everything around us, because everything's got energy.
Yeah. Beautiful. And it makes me think of like, these aren't the words that you said, but like just being grounded and aware makes me feel like you're able to be more present in your life, as well as like you notice more of the things around you. Like you said, you're noticing the energy and everything. And so you're able to enjoy your life and be present with it.
Yeah, everything. I mean, it opens up your psychic abilities, so things come to you more freely that you can pick up on, because you're not blocking it.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Yes, definitely. As you learn and use these tools, it definitely opens up your psychic abilities and your intuition.
Yeah, my intuition's really I really never trusted it fully. And when I did learn to trust it, it really realized how strong it was. Not always had it.
Yeah, and that's definitely one thing that I love. You know, I teach you all of these tools in this workshop, but then I'm right there with you. And so when you have questions and you need confirmation, I am right there with you, able to confirm and to expand on what you're already feeling and sensing. So I love doing that, being there with you.
I'm a very empathic person. I pick up on other people and sense, and especially if my wife, my daughter, I can. So a lot of times, you know, we're separated by over almost 100 miles. I pick up on her moods, and I can feel her sadness and stuff and everything at times. And so it's kind of like, this is not my energy. It's coming from, because I was happy all of a sudden. Now it's like, where's this coming from? And it's just like, I know it's not me. I know where it's coming from. So, and like when our first grandbaby was being born, I kept getting that day. I was like, somebody's pregnant. And then like later in the afternoon, my daughter calls and tells us she's pregnant. And I was like, okay, that's where that came from.
Nice. Yes, totally. And like just knowing, having that, I don't want to say discrimination, or I'll just use that word, discrimination of knowing like this energy is yours and this energy is not, and just being able to discern that is really, really helpful. And I think any empath who would relate to what you just said, of like, oh, I was happy and then now I'm not. Like, what happened
like,
here?
You know, something's wrong. It's like, well,
something shifted. Switch. What the heck happened? Yes, exactly.
And like you taught us in our class, our energy flows smooth. So when it's not, it's like jittery and something, you know, just know it's foreign.
Yeah,
it's coming from somewhere.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful. And then who would you recommend to take this workshop? What type of person, or like what feelings might they have coming into this class that you would
I would
recommend?
I would recommend if somebody's having health issues, or to a point, because the energies do affect your health.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might be emotionally conflicted to a point to learn, because they might be picking up and they're being affected by other people's energies, where they can learn to ground themselves and pull their energy fields in and protect themselves and make their overall person of their well-being much
Mm-hmm.
more, I guess, healthier and energetic. So just pretty much anybody. I mean, if you're,
I love it.
I mean, if you're not a believer in this stuff or energy and stuff, and then it's probably not for you. But I mean,
Yes.
if you feel you have any kind of little abilities, or you want to open them up and you're curious,
Mm-hmm.
it's a great class. I
Yeah.
mean, you're always going to learn.
Beautiful. Awesome. So people who might have physical health issues, like you said, because the energies can affect you.
Or emotional,
Totally
or
true.
they can't, or
Emotional.
they, or maybe anger or something sets them off really easy. They can learn
Yes,
where it's coming from and
exactly.
why.
Yes, that is a wonderful one. I feel like that's a lot of the type of people who come to me is like they get really angry easily, and these are just the energies that are happening, going on in your body and in your system, and the things that you're picking up on. So yes.
So with the class, I've become, I guess, it kind of opens you up a little bit more spiritually, and it also creates more where you're calming, and it kind of changes you as you go
Good.
through it, as you pursue it.
I love hearing that. I love hearing how it changes and transitions you. Is there anything else that you would like to share today, John? Anything that maybe didn't get covered with the questions?
Well, I mean, this is fun. I mean, sometimes you might get afraid of it. I mean, at times when we were first starting, and then I kind of I'm backing off. And then I said, no, I like this stuff. I'm going forward again. I kept going back and forth. I'm like, take baby steps. And it all comes together. You take a break from it when you feel overwhelmed, and then jump right back into it.
Yeah.
So, but it's been a fantastic ride. And I just love, you just never know what you're going to experience and the people you're going to meet and everything. And
true. Definitely a community that comes together.
Everybody's different. I mean, everybody's energy, everybody's got different tools they use for. So I guess every energy person, they're like a snowflake. They're different. they have different concepts, and so nobody's the same. So there's always somebody that's got something a little bit different that you can experience and bring to the table.
Good. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, John, for being here. I really appreciate you doing this video. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.